Payments over in America and Canada can be very, very different compared to Japan. Now, Japan is well known as being a country of cash. And recently, especially after, the world's kind of put itself on pause, a lot of Western countries and where we're from, America and Canada, we've seen a lot of the countries and its payment system turn over to a cashless base. But we're going to be doing a little quiz with Adam right now and seeing which payment option he would use to buy stuff. So first one up, we're going to be talking about toothbrushes and toothpaste at a drugstore.
Cashless.
No!
The price of those items, I would say, if it's just for myself or for my whole family, there's a difference, but it's easier to just pay cashless for that thing because it's like above $5, I think.
You're at the grocery store. What are you paying with?
Cash. Less.
Cash. Oh, right. Curveball. Here we go. You are at a bookstore buying some books.
Bookstore buying some books. Probably one book. Probably cash with that. Cash.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's the difference? Why are you going to jump into cash for that one?
It's a small item, I feel like. And if I don't normally buy like 10 books at a time, so it'll be under $20. I can just pay with cash.
Filling up your car at the gas station.
Cashless. 100% cashless.
Parking at a mall in the parking lot.
Probably cash, unless the mall has a cashless option.
How about parking on the street at a street meter?
Cash. Yes.
All right. I was surprised on that one because when I was over in America just a little bit ago, there was a little slot to put in your car.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you are at like, I don't know, like an Old Navy or, getting some simple clothes. It's like Uniqlo.
Cashless.
Getting some ice cream.
Cash.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You're at a diner.
Cashless.
Getting some coffee at Starbucks or some other cafe.
Cashless, yes.
Or getting like a hot dog at a food stall.
Cash again.
Ooh,
cash.
You're at a bar getting some drinks.
Cash.
We're going to cut off the quiz right there. And was there a pattern that anyone saw right there? I noticed that it depends on the amount of money where you would choose either cash or cashless.
Yeah.
Correct?
I would say the amount of money, but thinking about the stalls, even though some of them might have the cashless option, sometimes I feel weirded out by the payment system they have because of how easily your information can get stolen, like credit card identity theft and stuff like that.
Yep.
I feel like a place like a food stall, or like a park, an ice cream truck, they might not have this most secure system. I'd be more likely to pay with cash than by credit card or something.
Ooh, okay. So then there's a security issue right there. Yeah, you are a little worried about paying for certain things, even if it's at a lower price or even if it's at a higher price, I should say. It's better to pay with cash on those sites.
Yeah.
And then what are some, because again, like when I was in the States, I was surprised at how many signs I saw where it was like, no cash accepted. Or there was an instance where I was at a register and I was picking some things up. It was like a little mart. I was actually at a Japanese mart and like getting some different types of things right there. Had a hankering for some like natto or something.
Okay.
It's the only place you get it. Not really. So, when I went to pay for it, the cashier rung me up, didn't say anything, wasn't like, what would you like to choose? And I saw what the amount was, and I just like took out the bills and like kind of gave them to them. And they were like startled. They were like, oh, like,
what's this?
What's this? Yeah. And they took the money. They're like, okay. They're like, probably in their mind, they're like, crap, how do I use the machine, the register again?
What's this?
Because it seems like so many people just opt to go cashless.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if it's
true
because of the ease of it, or you don't have much money, because in America we talk about like not having so much money on you at a certain time, where in Japan we see some of my friends having like samban goma on them. I'm like, where are you going today? Like,
I carry
not
that
unnecessary. Yeah But there are still certain points or places that you want to be using cash, right? And you were mentioning another one, like, buying drinks at a bar.
Yeah. That's another one where it's like, the situation, if it's a bar or a pub, like a restaurant bar.
Yeah.
Where the bar, you feel like exchanging in cash is a lot easier because they're moving so quickly, right? The bartender, if there's like just one person, they gotta, go back and forth between you and other customers. So it's easier to just give them $5 and say, keep the change for my $2 drink and whatever, and just go away, right?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Like the tipping would be a lot more quick and easy to do at that point. And that's something that I noticed, like, it could be, you can still do it with cards.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
When I was at a diner, I paid for a few people. So I used my card, and, within the receipt, before you pay, there's an amount that you could put for tips.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, okay. So you can just add it into the charge right there, and then it goes through. So that is a convenient way to get around it. So you can still pay with your card in the US, Canada too. Everyone's going cashless. You don't need cash anymore. Just use your cards here and there.
Yeah.
A few of the times, the systems did not work. And I thought that was maybe, like, I guess, very American, where it's like, okay, here's the thing, use it, and then, oh wait, it's not working. And now there's this whole other issue that you have to deal with, where you feel that, hey, this could have been a lot easier if I just used cash. The one big example was the first day when I landed in America, JFK in New York, and my family who picked me up, we were leaving the parking lot, and the machine, now these machines are just machines. There's no more people. In the past, there was someone in a little booth that was there that took the ticket, and either, you could give them a card and they would take the payment through that, or by cash. But here, there's nothing anymore. It's just this little screen, which is very, very, like, I don't know, like low budget. There's nothing that seems like nice about it. It seems like something out of the Terminator movie. Metal buttons, the screen's it doesn't look so clean,
Like an old VHS kind of CRT screen.
Yeah. We went there and it didn't work. Like, the card wasn't working, and it's like, it's not explaining how you should put it this way, flip it around, try maybe flip it around this way, Mom, and put it in. And nothing was working. So we had to call somebody. But we're like, how do we call someone? There's a little intercom speaker. Okay, I see it in Japan too, but I've never had to use it. So here we are, pushing the button and waiting for someone to come online to pretty much help us out leave. And at this point, there's a line of cars backed up. Everyone wants to leave, and for whatever reason, it's not accepting our card. And there's another system that we could use to pay, Easy Pass. We talked about these things before. It's like the ETC, and like we could pay with that, but for some reason they're like, oh, you can't use that now. But it says on the screen that we could pay with it. They're like, yeah, no, you can't.
Not today.
Like, well, all right. So how can we pay? And we had to give all the information manually to this guy through this intercom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be easy. I thought this was supposed to make everything quicker and more efficient. And it did not. And there was a few times that happened where I saw, like, okay, yeah, America's all cashless. These systems are in place to help everyone zip through. But at the same time, if there's an issue, it's going to take like double the time to fix.
Oh, yeah. A situation happened while I was here the first couple of weeks, where the company that has the contract with the payment system, and it's a big, like, network company, internet company.
Okay.
Their servers went down for 3 days.
Whoa.
So there was no cashless payment systems in, like, many of the stores.
Okay, yeah.
That had the service connected to that internet company.
Yes.
So a lot of people were just like, I have to carry cash everywhere now, which I don't do. It's like going back where you are part of this habit, this routine of not doing something, and trying to train yourself to do the opposite, and it feels just weird.
And, again, and now coming from Japan over there, it's like we're used to more cash-based payments. Cashless is coming into play. A lot of people are using their smartphones to pay for things.
Right, yeah.
The touch IC
Wi-Fi
cards.
Yeah.
That little Wi-Fi mark. Yeah. Touch Keisai. That is just now being more implemented into like actual cards where in North America and in the US when I was there, like I was using that all the time. Like that was the major way to pay if you're using a card. If it's credit, if it's debit, if it's a cash card, an ATM card, you're able to just beep, beep.
Done.
Maybe if it's like a large amount, you put in your PIN code.
Your code,
but I don't see anybody swiping anymore. I don't see anybody like putting it in.
Right.
And then waiting until it says, okay, put in your PIN. You put it in, then, okay, take the card out. None of that. All of it was just beep, beep, and go.
Done. Yeah. Want a receipt? Sure.
Yes. So in those cases, when it did work, it was a lot quicker than, say, using money or how the cashless or the card systems work here in Japan. So it was a really interesting, like, flip-flop of like, yes, it's easy, but then there's a learning curve that you have to go through. So heads up to everyone who is traveling, have plans to travel to Canada or America or any place where these systems are the majority way of paying, because there's going to be a little issues that happen here and there. So get ready for those.
Exactly. Learning curve.
Thanks for hanging out with us. That's it for this video. Let us know in the comments what you thought about payment. Do you like cash or cashless? What do you prefer? Like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Yep, but that's it. We'll see you on the next.